Welcome back, St. Marians. Once again, we are here with a new topic, chapter number 4, Elasticity of Demand. So, this chapter we are going to start. Before that, I want to remind you I have given the question answers of chapter number 3 that you have to complete in your fair notebook. If you are having any kind of problem, any kind of doubt, then you can share with me in the comment section. I can solve that problem to you. Hints are already given in your book. After that, every question they have mentioned the particular section which you have to take the reference for particular question. So let's start chapter number 4. In this chapter, elasticity of demand, very important for exam point of view. Usually we are having 3 marks or 2 marks numerical from this chapter, that is based on that elasticity of demand. So I hope you will understand this chapter thoroughly. Get ready for that one. We are going to start the topic, and first topic is elasticity of demand. So what is elasticity of demand? That is very easy to understand. Let's go for definition first, then I'll explain. So elasticity of demand refers to the degree of responsiveness of quantity demanded of a commodity to a change in any of its determinants. So here we are discussing about any of determinants, means whenever you are going to purchase the quantity of a commodity. So what after changing in any determinants, which are the determinants of demand, you know well. If any change in the determinant like government policy, population, taste, fashion preferences, substitute goods, uh, price also. So after that change in those impacts, whatever the change is there or whatever the degree of change in the demand of the commodity, that is known as elasticity of demand. So I hope you understood well. Again I am telling you that if any determinant of quantity, if any determinant of demand is changed, then whatever the change in the demand of the commodity, that degree is known as elasticity of demand. For example, you are going to purchase something else, and substitute goods price has been changed, government policy has been changed, taste fashion preferences has been changed, or the price of the commodity also has been changed. So all these factors, whatever the impact they are having on the quantity demanded of a commodity, that is known as elasticity of demand. So let us go for the topic. Elasticity of demands is of three types. Today we are going to discuss price elasticity of demand, income elasticity of demand, and cross elasticity of demand. So we will start with the price elasticity of demand. As I told you that change in the determinants of any commodity, whatever that change in the degree of demand, that is known as elasticity, price elasticity of demand. So by the impact of the price, whatever the impact on that demand of the commodity, that is price elasticity of demand. So let us go for the definition one more time, that price elasticity of demand may be defined as the degree of responsiveness of quantity demanded of a commodity in response to a change in its price. So for example, that mangoes are there, and nowadays mangoes are there 100 rupees per kg, and you are purchasing 2 kg, and if the price of the mango will come down, suppose it comes on 50 rupee, it comes on 70 rupee, 80 rupees, so whatever the impact will be there on your purchasing of mango, that contains price elasticity of demand, or that impact you are going to study in the price elasticity of demand. So I hope you understood. Now we are going to discuss that how we can define the price elasticity of demand. So the ratio of percentage change in the quantity demanded of a commodity to a given percentage change in the price. So whatever the change is being held in the price of the commodity, and whatever the change in the quantity demanded, that both ratio is known as price elasticity of demand. So when we are dividing that percentage change in quantity demanded upon percentage change in price indirectly, so we can say, so we are getting EP, or price elasticity of demand. So I hope you understood what is price elasticity of demand. Means after changing the price of the commodity, whatever the change is there in the quantity demanded of a commodity, that ratio is known as price elasticity of demand, or that particular value is known as price elasticity of demand. So let us go for classification of the price elasticity of demand. What are the kinds of price elasticity of demand? So if we are going to discuss, then we are having first one, perfectly inelastic demand. Perfectly inelastic demand, what does it mean? It means that when quantity demanded of a commodity does not respond to a change in its price, then the elasticity of demand is zero. So for example, you are purchasing 10 kg of wheat flour for 10 days, and the price before the lockdown was near about 270 or 280 rupees per kg. But after the lockdown, the price went till 320 rupees per kg. But you are purchasing still 10 kg for 10 days or for 15 days. So it means that whatever the change of the price, that doesn't having the effect on the quantity demanded. So we can say, so while that price is not having impact on the quantity demanded of a commodity, that is known as perfectly inelastic demand. So it will clear with the help of example. So let us go through this one. So in this diagram, we have shown on y-axis price of the commodity, on x-axis we have shown the quantity demanded of a commodity. So suppose previously we were having price of the floor P1 and P. So P suppose 20 and P1 suppose 30, and quantity demanded Q is equal to maybe 10. So whenever the price was there 20, then also it was 10. Whenever the price is there 30, then also it is 10. So it means that there is no impact of the price of the commodity on the quantity of the commodity. So again we can have the same example which I have given you, that floor price, suppose it was 270, P we can say 270, and P1 we can say 320 rupees. So and quantity of the commodity or wheat flour we can take 10 kg. So before the lockdown, after the lockdown, the both consumption of the wheat is 10 kg. So it means that quantity commodity is not having an impact of the price of the commodity. That in that case we can say that price elasticity is perfectly inelastic. Inelastic means zero. EP is equal to 0 in this case. So understood this one. So let's move for the next slide. So perfectly inelastic completed. Now we are going to the next slide, and that is perfectly elastic. So if we are discussing about perfectly elastic demand, so when consumers are prepared to purchase all that they can get at the particular price, but nothing at all at the slightly higher price, then the price elasticity of demand for a commodity is said to be infinite. So EP is perfectly elastic, means slight change in the price can have more change in the quantity demanded. So we can understand this one with the help of example, that price of the commodity is a little bit being changed, but the demand of the quantity is being changed unlimited. So how we can understand this one? One table I can show you. So the price here suppose 10, and the quantity demanded Q1, Q2 and Q. So Q was here 5, Q1 10 and Q2 is Q5, Q1 10, Q2 may be 3, like this. So there is change in the quantity commodity while there was nothing change in the price of the commodity. So whatever the things may be there, or whatever the factors may be there, other factors may be there, means price is not a factor in perfectly elastic demand. Other factors may be there. Which factors are working in this matter? That we are having that case of perfectly elastic demand is rarely found, or practically it is not found, but in some cases while we are having that no impact to the price but slightly change in the price, that is negligible change in the price, can have more demand of the commodity. For example, I can give you that Deepavali, they are giving some offers. So whatever the change in the price, slightly change, but that demand for that electronic items or electrical items are increasing a lot. How it is being happen? Slightly they are giving some mini gift they are giving, and suppose 10,000 rupees fridge you are going to purchase, 20,000 rupees fridge you are going to purchase, they are just giving you 500 rupee press. So slightly change they have done, and there are a lot of increase in the quantity of the commodity. So that thing is known as perfectly elastic demand. So price is negligible change or not change in the price, but quantity demanded change unexpectedly, that is known as perfectly perfectly elastic demand. So while in the time of Diwali they have not changed the price of the commodity, simply they have given you simple or very little gift, and the price of the commodity was same, but the demand of the commodity exceed from 0 to infinite, or means lot of change came in the quantity demanded of the commodity. So that is known as perfectly elastic demand. So let's move for the next topic, and that is unitary elastic demand. So unitary elastic demand, let me explain first that when a given percentage change in the price of the commodity causes that equivalent percentage change in the quantity demanded, then the elasticity demanded is said to be unitary. So when what it means by unitary? Unitary means 1. So what was the formula of EP? Means percentage change in quantity demanded upon percentage change in price. If both are having that same change, it means that EP will be 1. So for example, we can take so that suppose price of the commodity was 10 rupees, and quantity demanded was 20 units. Price of the commodity was 5 rupees, then quantity demanded was 30. So this is known as unitary elastic demand. So means after 5 and when it will be 15, so it may be 10. So like that it is having the whatever the change is having in or whatever the percentage change in quantity price of the commodity, same change is held in the quantity demanded of the commodity. So it will clear with the help of this diagram. This graph you can go through. We have taken this one price, we have taken on y-axis, and x-axis we have taken the quantity demanded. So we can say, so we can see different one. So whatever the change in the price, the same change in the quantity demanded. If more change, then more change in the quantity demanded. So this shows that which ratio that price is being changed, same ratio the quantity demanded is being changed. So we can take the example, suppose P, P1 and P0. So suppose P is 5, so that quantity demanded is 30, and if P is 10, then quantity demanded will be 20, and if P0 is 15, then it will be 10. So whatever the ratio or in which ratio the price is being changed, the same ratio the quantity demanded is being changed. So that condition is known as unitary elasticity of demand. So I hope this is very clear. Means whatever the change in the quantity demanded, that is similar to the price of the commodity, or whatever the change in the price, same change in the price quantity demanded of the commodity. So let us move for the next slide, that is inelastic demand. So what is meant by inelastic demand? Means when there is more change in price and less change in quantity demanded. For example, that price comes from 100 to 50, and previously you were purchasing 5 kg, now you are purchasing 4 kg. Means more change in price and less change in quantity demanded. So this case is known as inelastic demand. So there is a difference between perfectly elastic and perfectly perfectly elastic and perfectly inelastic. Both were same. Now that middle condition is there, inelastic and elastic. So first we are going to discuss inelastic. In this case I have already explained, while that more change in price and less change in quantity demanded, that is known as inelastic demand. It will clear with the help of this diagram. So here you can see so that P1 and P, suppose P is 20 and P1 is 5, and here Q is equal to 20 and Q1 is equal to 15. So with respect to that price, here 20, 20 and 5, 15. So more change in the price, it reduced from 20 to 5, means 15, and here 15 20 to 15 means only 5. So quantity delta Q1 minus Q1 minus Q0 may be 5 only, and here delta P will be 15. So here more change in price but less change in quantity demanded. So this condition is known as inelastic condition. It is not perfectly inelastic, because if we are saying so perfectly inelastic, then there will be change in 0. Means change in quantity demanded will be 0. So I hope you understood. I am repeating again that more change in price of the commodity and less change in quantity demanded. So let's move for the next slide. So the next one is elastic or more than unitary demand of commodity, or price elastic demand of commodity. So we can understand well, this is just opposite of previous one. So here P is suppose 20 and P1 is 15. So here Q was suppose 30 and Q1 may be 50. So see here delta P is 5 and delta Q is 20. So there is little bit change in the price of the commodity and more change in the quantity demanded. This condition is known as elastic demand. Why it is known as elastic demand? Because more change in quantity and less change in price. So that's why demand is elastic. It is not perfectly elastic, because in perfectly elastic there was slightly change or negligible change was there in the price, but the quantity demanded was increasing till infinite. So there was in perfectly elastic it was infinite, and here it is more change in that quantity demanded in comparison to the less change in the price of the commodity. So I hope you understood well this example also. Now we are going to discuss the next slide, means numerical value of all these type of elasticity. So first we are going to discuss for perfectly inelastic. So perfectly inelastic, EP will be 0, means there is no relationship between the price and quantity of the commodity. No relationship. In case of perfectly inelastic, means price doesn't have having any impact on the quantity of the commodity. Either the price is high or low, that consumer will consume the same quantity of the commodity. While we are discussing about inelastic means EP will be less than 1. Less than 1 means there is more change in price and less change in quantity demanded. So that condition is known as inelastic condition. It is a mild condition of perfectly inelastic. Perfectly inelastic means there is no relationship, and inelastic means there is a relationship, but it is having very less contact, means more change in the price and less change in the quantity demanded. Third, we are going to discuss unitary elastic. So EP is equal to 1. So it is very easy to understand, means that whatever the change in the quantity price of the commodity, same change in the quantity demanded of a commodity. So here P is equal to Q. Whatever the change in quantity demanded, that is a link with the price of the commodity. And third one is going to here elastic, where EP is more than 1. So elastic means there is little change in the price and more change in the quantity demanded. Quantity demanded is more than the change in the price. That is known as elastic one. And if we are discussing about perfectly elastic, so there is less change in the price. Here EP will be infinite. So negligible change in the price or other factors will change. Price may be a little bit change, or minor change in the price will have infinite change in the quantity demanded. So that condition is known as perfectly elastic demand. I hope you have understood all these all 5 kinds of type of elasticity of demand. Next video we will discuss about methods for measurement of the price elasticity of demand. Till then, stay home, stay safe, stay tuned. Thank you very much.